Hey guys, so today I am making an apple pie moonshine. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I thought I'd bring that as a gift for the host. He said he liked it one time I made it. So I'm going to show you what recipe I'm using and how I'm going to put it in a jar and kind of decorate the jar a little bit. So here it is simmering. So in here there is 64 ounces of apple cider, 64 ounces of apple juice, 3 cups of sugar, half a teaspoon of what was it? Nutmeg. But I didn't have nutmeg, so I put a half a teaspoon of allspice, and then some cinnamon sticks. I added a little bit of cinnamon as well. I'll post the recipe below. I've got my jars ready, and you let this simmer, and then you add the alcohol after it's done simmering for about an hour. So I'll put the recipe below, and I will update you once I start canning and put it all together. Okay, so it's about 20 minutes later. Got to a boil and simmered for a few minutes. See, I made a mess. It spilled. They suggest you do this in a stock pot, and this is why, because you add the liquor after, and I just divide it between 2 pots. Well, one's my crock pot. So what I'm doing is I'm adding to the recipe. I put a spoonful of brown sugar at the bottom, and then I'm going to use my canning funnel and put it in there, and then put the top on and can it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put a cinnamon stick or 2 in each one. So they're all canned, and now I'm going to do 2 layers of chalkboard paint. This is the brand that I use. And then I'll put the rings back on, and I'll write apple pie moonshine on them. So I'll show you them when. Alright, and here's the final product. I kind of embellished some. This one has a little bow on it. You can do whatever ribbon you want. I just tied it on. And then I actually did 3 coats of chalkboard paint because it just didn't seem to adhere on the first coat real good. But I went one way with the brush for 1 coat, and then the opposite way for the second, and then the third just kind of went on whichever way looked like it would cover best. And then I just used, the pen that I used is a permanent chalk marker. I wish I had a non-permanent one, but this one had a finer tip, but it was permanent. And then my non-permanent one was this one, but the tip for it was pretty thick, so I tried to draw or write it with this one, and it just didn't go well. So if I had to do it over, I would get a non-permanent thin-tipped one so people could reuse them and rewrite on them, but not bad for the first time, I guess. I'm sure we'll have a fun weekend. Not me so much. 8 months pregnant. Just bring the booze and get to drive people around. But anyway, I'm sure someone will enjoy it.